Hold on.
Yes, we can. We can.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm like, oh, maybe something's going on with my computer. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Um, Anil, thank you so much. Yes, it was so much fun to be on that cruise, and I know the next cruise is coming up here this coming September, and there's going to be a lot more LD2s. There's so many new LD2s that have recently pin ranked in our Opulence Highway, right? And I think you're right. I think we actually did one other small team training when you and Callie came out to Alberta, but otherwise when it comes to corporate training, we haven't done something at this level, but it's fun, right? So I want to thank you for all the work that you've been doing. I know this is such a busy, super crazy month. I know a lot of people are very busy rolling into our first anniversary event this coming like 2 weeks away. Like I will be again back in Toronto for I think the eighth time in 4 years. So I'm feeling like I'm becoming maybe a Torontonian. Like maybe it's another home for me. Um, but with further ado, I want to welcome everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from. I know this is a world global call for our company. It's an honor, a blessing to be training today. And I can tell you that it's early morning here. I don't know about you guys, but it's like 8 a.m. in the morning, and I slot this time off in my Google Calendar, or if you got like an old school uh, uh, schedule book, you always want to make sure you schedule this time off, because these are the trainings that you'll get the skills to continue building your business. So thank you for all the welcomes. I see all the messages here. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen here. I have a short PowerPoint, and then at the very end, I'm gonna actually, through the training, I really want you guys to be listening to what I'm saying and start writing, not breaking. we're not quite to spring. I know we're springing ahead today, but definitely write down your edification. And a lot of people don't understand what edification is. Edification is truly just your story, but in bullet point form. And I'm going to explain what a full edification is, and the concept of it and the purpose of it and stuff. So let me just share my screen. There we go. Everybody can see my screen? Awesome. So a proper edification training is a massive key to success. And in my journey, and you heard Anil say that I've been in the industry for 22 years. It's hard to believe and imagine that's 22 years this coming August that I've been in the industry. And the last 12 years, I've been building teams. So I've been really understanding what a proper edification is. And if you stick to this edification and understand a proper edification, it will like literally blow up your business. The reason why is, one of them is, why is there a proper edification? Why is it so important? Well, first of all, your prospect, whether it could be a prospect for just product or a potential prospect for potential business partner coming on board of your team, they got to know who they're going to be speaking to with, right? There's a purpose behind it, and there's a science behind the whole process. Is you've got to respect or teach them to respect the individual. It's not about respecting you. Well, obviously, it's a little bit about us respecting or getting them to respect us, but it's also respecting the individual, respecting the person that they're going to be speaking to, that have massive knowledge and success and pave the way. And definitely, I want you to understand, the faster that you utilize, again, our upline leaders, our qualified coaches in our MyFi groups are a tool. And the faster that you can do that and truly show that brand new person, whether it could be a product user, a new VIP shopper, that potentially 2-3 months down the road could potentially become a partner, because we know our partners come from our customers because they have the love and the passion about the products, is you got to really understand that you have to teach them to respect an individual, because it's the golden triangle of trust, right? And you as a Opulence partner have the prospect in front, and it shows the credibility to the upline. And proper edification will be a game changer. And a poor edification can simply kill your business. For instance, I've seen so many times where I've been asked to jump on a call, three-way call with a downline or maybe even a cross-line partner if they can't seem to find someone in their upline, in their MiFi group, and they're very busy, and that potential person, partner, or prospect only has a certain time to come and talk to a person, because humans are humans, even though we try to teach them to schedule an appointment, but sometimes it's out of circumstances, is that you really have to teach that individual that to respect that person, because you might say something to that person, right? And in your little like and trust period, or you've just finished presenting the tour to them, or shared one of our corporate links of the tour, right? Or a product link, whether it's the oxidative stress video or a fairy flawless video or the fashion show video or whatever, they might not fully understand us because we're too close, right? We're too close to the person, because whether it's family or friends, right? And 90% of the time when a brand new partner comes on board, they are actually speaking to their warm market first, because that's the people that they know, right? So definitely, it is the golden triangle to trust. And I will tell you that I constantly always use the three-way call. I rarely, unless there's been times where I've shared the opportunity to the person, and I woke up the next morning and I have a brand new lifestyle advisor in my back office. Well, then if for some reason, if that happens, I automatically immediately put them onto a three-way call with an upline coach, upline mentor of mine, so that they see the respect that they have and the knowledge they're going to be working with. So number 2, inform your upline in advance for scheduling of the call. This is so critical. If you create the culture immediately in your team, in your organization, to book calls, because we are recognized, or most of us want to be recognized as professional business owners, right? The professional networkers, professional business owners, is book a call properly in your MiFi. And I wrote here as an example. So for instance, Anil, if you were going to go and you've talked to someone and they need to have a three-way call, you're going to post in your MiFi, hi, and if you put the @ symbol in your WhatsApp or in Facebook Messenger, wherever your MiFi is, I know majority of us are using WhatsApp platform now. Hi, Renee, meaning Renee, it's pertaining to Renee. Anil's asking Renee, can I book you for a three-way call? You can see I put in red here a date, March 20th of 2019. When? 9 p.m. Eastern, Toronto time. How? On Zoom. Please confirm. Thanks. This is so crucial. You have to remember that all these upline coaches, mentors of yours, have multiple hundreds of MiFi groups that they're in. It's more easier for them to book a call in their time zone versus your own time zone. So if we teach our teams to do this, and how simple, how short of a text form it's very easy to understand, oh, I have a three-way call, someone's requesting me for a three-way call. And I always teach and train our team is try to give 24 to 48 hours notice for a three-way call, because it also is teaching and respecting that potential partner or potential consumer or customer of yours, a VIP shopper, that this other individual that they're going to be speaking with is very busy and they have a lot of knowledge, and it's teaching them respect of that individual. It's setting the culture. So I can see the little chat box going here. So hopefully I'll answer the questions at the end here. We're going to have some role playing time. So number 3, prep the upline about the prospect and topic in a voice message in your MiFi group. So after you've requested for the edification, it's really important to, I know for myself, I'm a veteran in this industry. I have a lot of acquaintances out there with a lot of different people in a lot of different companies. You never know when you build that rapport, you build that relationship on social media or even in person in my local market. You never know when that person's ready, and all of a sudden out of the blue, that person could be ready and come aboard or want more information. So a lot of times after I post that request in my MiFi, I'll put a couple little voice clips, or at least a minute or two voice clip, now that the WhatsApp can go over a minute. It's explaining, hi, Renee, this is Sam from such and such company. She's been in the company for 10 years. She's built a team. She's energetic. She's looking for a new place, a new home. I would love for you to just have a little bit of background going into the call. And again, I'll give you some more information, more information when I jump on the call and I do a proper edification for the three-way call to you. So it'll be a reminder for you, because I know you're so busy, but thank you so much. I just wanted to, while this is on top of my head, I just want to give you a little bit of background. So you obviously, if it's a potential VIP shopper, product only user, well then obviously you're going to be speaking, or you're going to leave a message saying this person has high blood pressure, whatever the ailment or the issue, the pain that the person has, you just obviously talk about that part of it. But it's so crucial to give always a little bit of background. You don't have to go into like a 20-minute voice message in regards to their background, because when you go to do the proper edification, which I'm going to take you through that process, is so important that it will refresh their memory when it comes to 2 days down the road, or a day down the road, or maybe several hours down the road after you've requested the three-way call. So the next thing is number 4 is introduce your upline to your prospect, and then introduce your prospect to your upline. So for example, you say, hi, Renee, I would love you to introduce you to Sam. They're from California in Los Angeles. They are in, they've been in AYZ or ZYX company, and been in the industry for 15 years, and they're looking at these amazing products, Fountain of Life and Fairy Flawless. She's been in health and wellness industry for a long period of time. She's looking for a new home. She is absolutely advocate for natural health, natural supplements, and she's over the moon. And she's seen the video. She's seen all the up-to-date information, the oxidative stress videos, the Fairy Flawless videos, our compensation plan video from corporate. And Renee, this is Sam, and then what you do is you share the edification of the upline. So, and that is what I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to actually go to the next slide, and I'm going to show you actually one of our current LD4's edification. And while I'm reading this edification, notice that it's in kind of bullet points. I want you to start writing out your edification, because we're going to have some fun here. We're going to do some role playing, and the fast and if you're on top of your game of knowing what your edification, and if you're not, don't stress over it. This is why we're doing this training, because I know the company right now, we're going to massive team building momentum now, and it's so crucial to get that brand new partner or potential partner or brand new even customer or VIP in front of a upline to share stories and testimonials about the products, or of course business testimonials, and then hand the phone over. So this is an example of an edification. Obviously LD4 Renee Liao is got a lot of experience, so his edification is a little bit bigger than maybe majority of ours, but I will tell you that it is so well written that I love this. And take a snapshot of this if you want. This is a current edification for LD4, so you have it. And I know I have all the current LD4, or not LD4s, but current Ultimate MiFi edifications. For the ones that don't have them, I can get them out and I can blast them out into the team chats. I have already, but again, I'll do it again so that you guys have it. And I have it actually, I have all the edifications on my notes on my phone. So they're always handy. So if I'm out and about, I'm not in front of my computer, I always have my edifications on hand. So LD4's Renee edification is: Renee Liao graduated from the University of Toronto in software engineering, worked for IBM and TELUS, and was earning $80,000 in a yearly salary. He was introduced by his sister, and now the company's youngest millionaire, a lifestyle director who qualified for a luxury car program and drives a prepaid luxury car from the company at $200,000 Telsa P90D. He has reached $100,000 a month of earnings, and more shockingly, with only 7,000 people. His team now is over 16,000 people in over 110 countries around the world. He is happily married after proposing to his wife, Heidi, with a $47,000 Fairy Marsh 21-karat gold ring, now worth over $80,000, with two young boys, Rex and Leon, and is able to travel the world with his family. He just finished building his custom $3 million home, and he's here to support us and train us. Renee is a founding member, shareholder, and sits on the company's CEO advisory board. He also just won the highest award in the company, the President's Cup Award, twice. So if I was a prospect, and I remember getting introduced to Renee 4 years ago, obviously there's some new information in here because now we're 4 years down the road, right? But I will tell you, I was pretty impressed. I was like, wow, I'm actually talking to a successful person that has the skills, that has literally done everything, grit. He's went through challenges, I guarantee you, because every successful person has massive failures, because failures become successes. We've heard that many of times. And I will tell you that I was blown away that I was getting to talk to an individual at this level. I've been in the industry a long period of time, being a veteran of the industry. A lot of times you don't get to talk to these type of people, and that's what I absolutely love here in Opulence. And it doesn't mean that even if you don't have this type of lifestyle that you're not successful. You heard Anil share my edification. Everybody has a story. People just don't realize how to express that story. And I love how edifications are bullet points of our story. And I just absolutely love this. So this is the biggest key. So once you've done the introduction, once you've introduced the potential, the prospect to the upline, you've shared the edification, and then you've done the introduction from the to the prospect to the upline, and the vice versa, right? This is the biggest key, is you need to give your upline a lead in. You need to professionally hand over the call. You don't just then hit the mute button. You have to lead in. So because if you've done a very strong like and trust time period with that the potential partner or VIP customer, you know what certain topic your upline needs to focus on. And then you always ask your upline if they could share their story with your prospect. And you don't say share your story with your prospect. You want to say, hey, Renee, could you share your story? I know I just shared your edification, shared a little bit about your story, but I would love for you to share actually in depth what you've been through, because I know Sam has been in the industry for 15 years and she's had some good success, but she's striving to get to the next level. So right there, Renee's already knowing that that person has got some experience, has built maybe a team. He's not sure. He's going to start asking a bazillion questions, just like us when we do our like and trust. He's going to build a like and trust with that individual. And always, is there a objective or a question that the upline needs to focus on? So sometimes the prospects, you already know that person's wanted to sign in as a lifestyle advisor, or a lifestyle promoter, or a retailer, or sign up as a customer. It's so important to bring that person to a three-way call, because you're going to already set the culture of the respect of the golden triangle of trust prior to them either coming into the business or even coming as a customer, right? And again, then simply when you properly lead into a call, like into the call, you simply put yourself on mute. This is the biggest skill that I know. There's so many times as us partners, we're getting educated, we're getting information overload. We know a lot about the product, or we know a lot about the business. We want to talk about the business. The key thing is to hit that mute button. When the three-way call, and a three-way call should run for about half an hour, no more than a half an hour, depending on the situation, right? But I will tell you is the upline leader, whoever that may be, and so for instance, Renee here, he's going to hand the call back to me. He's going to direct to me what needs to be done, whether the person needs to be signed up as a customer or whether the person needs to be signed up as a brand new partner. That he will direct the call, because if you are a proper student, we all have to learn to be a student. When we're sitting on mute, we need to be sitting there and taking massive notes, because right now I'm going to be learning from Renee indirectly, that the prospect doesn't even realize that I'm sitting in basically like a training call. And the more times that you're on a three-way call becomes repetitive. It's like, getting on the bicycle and learning how to ride the bike. It becomes second nature. It just happens. So this is the biggest key, is learning to lead into the call and handing the call professionally over, and allowing that upline leader to come in and build that like and trust. So right now I want to get you to do a little bit of worksheet. I'm sure you probably, as you were listening to me, you're writing lots of notes, but you're also maybe now retweaking your edification. Every single person has an edification. I want you to understand that. We are all leaders within ourselves. We're all different levels of leadership. Again, you have your qualified MyFi leaders, then you have your ultimate MyFi leaders in our amazing Opulence system here. Your edification, I kind of broke it down for you here. So obviously how many years in the industry, or what kind of background career you come from. What special skills do you have to offer to that person or to the group of people that you're going to be working with? How long have you been with Opulence Global? What PIN rank are you? What awards or free trips, MDRS or car bonus qualified do you have? How many countries is your business in, and with amount of your organization, like how big your organization is? Do you work your business full-time or part-time serious? And she is a business coach and a great friend of mine. That is the key. That's such So it doesn't sound salesy to that person, that potential partner or potential customer. You always want to end it. Remember, network marketing is all about building friendships as well beyond business friendships. And if you can build friendships with a huge amount of people, not just your direct downline, but with everybody, because everybody that's below you in where your business center is in the Opulence Global binary system compensation plan is an asset to you. No kidding. A lot of people tend to get hung up on their own private team and they're only first and second generation. I will tell you, every single person that's in your binary is an asset. So I strongly suggest, you never know where a superstar or a ace in the deck. I've heard in my years of being in this industry, there's 4 aces in the deck. And it does not take a lot of people to build a massive residual income for you. But yet we have to respect each other because we all come from all different kinds of parts of the world, all different kinds of experiences, backgrounds, career backgrounds, um, uh, just all different areas behind who we are. And we all have value to provide to our people. So everybody has edification. But through your journey, your edification will become stronger and stronger and stronger as you build more skills and build more experience, and you build so much more to your journey in as being a professional business owner. So I'm gonna have fun here. So let's role play. I hope you guys had some time to write up your edification. Let me just stop share my screen here because I see a whole bunch of messages. Give me 1 second. While you guys are writing up your edifications. So. Yes, it's being recorded. Thank you, Anil. Someone asked if it's being recorded. I believe this is for Steph. Love this and the level of detail here and great training, Erin. Sometimes with an edification that is longer, I will highlight the achievements that would most resonate with the prospect as opposing to reading the entire thing. Absolutely, I totally agree. Again, as we're going through our business and building our journey, obviously we're building our skills. Definitely. I take the bullet points to resonate to the person. I totally agree with you, Steph. Ronan says, I agree with all. Great training, Erin. Carmel says, this is fantastic training. Lots of golden nuggets, and I'm taking screenshots. I knew you would be, Carmel. I'm not sure who this is from. All I can see is TA. So who's TA? Is that Sun? Oh, yes, it's Rex. Sorry. I was typing fast building the PowerPoint. I should have proofread it. Please drop all the edifications via email into the team chat that we can download onto our computers. Yes. I know I've shared the ultimate MiFi. I have Reza's MiFi. I have Sherry's, Ronan's, Renee's, myself. I know there's a few like Anil. I know you have an edification. There's a few others that definitely we need to get into getting it onto a actually document. That's a really good thing to do so we can get this out to everybody. If I haven't pin ranked or qualified for MTRS, how should I answer this question? If I haven't pin ranked, well, simply, it's not always about the pin rank. It's about your story. So you can even, okay, here, this is actually, hold on here. I have another one on my phone. This is why we have notes on our phones. Now, I know this individual does have a pin rank, but I know she comes from the industry, and I want to share actually um, Teresa Bolton's Edification, LD1 Teresa Bolton. She has over 25 years in the network marketing industry. She launched her Opulence global business in September 2015. She has a traditional business in hairdressing industry. She's a master communicator. She has locked arms with many top leaders in her journey. She has a passion to meet people, making friends, and changing lives. She is a team leader in Team Hope. She's a leader in the Edmonton market. Her business is over 12 countries, and she is my business coach, partner, and a great friend of mine. So again, I didn't specifically talk about her LD1 pin rank here, but you can see how I've kind of broke down her her assets, her skills that she can provide to the team, and her story basically it's just a bullet point form of her story. So hopefully that answered your question, Carmel. Maria says, excellent training, Erin. Nancy says, very good training, Erin. I love it, though my Wi-Fi connection is so bad. Well, we have it recorded, so you get to watch a recording. Lisa's TA is Tammy, I believe. Everybody's worried about what my... Mammy says, awesome leadership training. Carmel, yes, you could use your FOL story as my story. Absolutely. Edification is not always based around your pin rank. Obviously, there's two different types of edification. One that's ultimate MiFi edification, when you have top leaders have a lot of experience, and then there's other edification. Sometimes that you brought up a really good point, Carmel. I know in my previous company, which was based around a lot of product testimonials, we used to do tons and oodles of three-way calls for the product testimonials. So we used to, it wasn't, that testimonial had nothing to do with the pin rank. That had to do with the testimonial. I would simply come on there and say, oh my God, I want you to meet Carmel. Carmel lives in Edmonton. She has incredible story. She has been on the product for 11 months, or actually a year now, because it's been a year, and she has had massive results. She used to have massive migraines, and it's just learning how. But again, you can break down your story into your edification. So the more edifications we have out there, the more we're going to be speaking those edifications, going over those edifications. Virtually are your 2-minute stories, virtually. Like it kind of goes together, right? And when I was in that company, and I know now that we're getting wicked amount of testimonials with that Fountain of Life, and people are coming to be more comfortable about coming out and sharing their testimonial with the world, and not keeping it so private, obviously, because stories sell, right? It becomes so powerful. I used actually in my previous company, we had a lady that had massive seizures, and this particular product that we were using, which was natural based, that's why I'm so passionate about our Fountain of Life product, because this is like 20 times stronger than the product that I was part of, is she had huge success just strictly on her testimonial, her product testimonial. We used her and abused her so much that she would be probably on 23-way calls a day. And her story became so worldwide known that she was the seizure lady that stopped her seizures. Now, of course, it's not a cure, it's not a treatment, it's not a drug, but I will tell you that stories sell. So we all need to start making maybe some edifications regarding just based around our FOL story, just like we're doing our videos, our YouTube videos right now, our contests for corporate. So absolutely. There's another question here. Love this, Lisa's, love this, Erin, thank you, but one needs to get a hold of their MiFi to learn their edification, as they need to be new to us. That is another thing, getting a hold of your MiFi. You should be doing meet and greet calls. You need to be getting to know your MiFi leaders personally. not just simply asking business questions in your MiFi group. Obviously, that's important thing to do, but you need to be, while you're on your little coaching calls, you're getting to know the individual. And but yes, you definitely, if you don't know your edifications for your MiFi groups, definitely reach out to them on your MiFis, find out their edification, get them to post their edification in your MiFi group, and then save it on your notes. So on your phone. I would love to open up the call. I'm glad that you guys really enjoyed the training. It's not a very long training, today's training, but I really would love to hear and do some role playing. If someone wants to raise their hand, wow, we got a lot of people on the call, we have someone raise their hand. Let's raise their hand here. Anil, you might have to unmute Ronan.
Okay, no problem. Hang on.
I'm trying from my end, but it's not letting. I think it's because I didn't want to.
It's okay. That's why I'm the host, because I got it. I got you. Okay, Ronan, I'm about to unmute you. There you go, buddy. Are you on? Can you hear us?
I think that I'm on. You tell me. Can you hear me?
Yes, very clearly. Go ahead.
Thank you, my friend Anil. Erin, incredible, accurate training. One of the best I've seen until now. And I'm all yours.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ronan. Definitely, I would love to do maybe some role playing, because we have Anil here, so that he can be our prospect. I would love to, or you know what? How do we want to do this? Because we want to get a different perspective. Do you want to be the prospect?
I can be either one. Do you think it is not better to maybe give some other individuals on the call the ability to practice that? Because I'm happy to do that either way.
Okay, so why don't we, who else is, let's see who raises their hand, or I'm going to start picking people. Because I know there's some that have some experience that would love to role play. I'm just looking. Give me 1 second here. Everybody's being really quiet.
They're all still writing down all the comments of everything that you've learned today. It was an amazing training with a lot of details.
Who's ready? Who is ready? I know we have Teresa on. Teresa, I don't know if I know sometimes she's literally driving to work at this time of the day. That's the only thing. So Stepwise, here's Stepwise. Can you promote Stepwise to panelist Anil?
Yes.
I'd love to do it, but I can't do it for some reason on my end.
No problem. I got you. Let me find Steph Wise. Okay, here you go, Steph. You should be able to speak. Go ahead.
There we go. We have Tammy WB confirming we are still busy writing.
I see that.
Steph, can you speak? Can you hear us?
No.
I unmuted her, Erin.
Oh, do I hear?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Awesome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well, and you?
Wonderful. I would love for you to do some role playing with maybe Ronan and Anil. Utilize Ronan and Anil. I know you probably have Ronan's edification. I would love for you to hear your edification. And I know we're already getting requests from Lise, Anil, for your edification. We would love to hear your edification.
I'm not sure I have Ronan's edification. Erin, can you pop me that quickly?
Yeah.
I think I've just kind of went off the cuff.
That's my fault, Steph. I don't even know my edification. To be honest, it was Erin that wrote it for me.
Right.
She's amazing.
Well, I didn't write it for you. You originally had it 4 years ago. I've just updated it for you.
That is true.
And who should I send mine to? Or do you want me to read my own?
You can read your own. I think that would be great too, just because it'll give people ideas about how to write an edification, right?
Sure. Okay, well, while you're sending me Ronan's, I'll start by reading mine. How about that?
Sure.
Okay. So Steph Wise is a single mom and saw the potential to create a life of financial freedom for her 8-year-old son, Levi, and family 7 years ago. She's been an entrepreneur since the age of 19 years old and is a dynamic leader who has experienced mentoring over 100 people in a franchise environment in her previous career. She is passionate in developing people to live their highest potential and has a dream of being a motivational speaker to impact as many lives as possible. She was recently recognized in businessforhome.org as a rising star in the industry, and today she supports a team of over 350 people in 25 countries around the world.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
I love that. That's short, sweet, and to the point.
Yeah.
And it would sound much better when somebody else reads it about you.
Yes. I sent Ronan's to you, Steph.
Okay.
So guys, maybe we should just do a quick role play. One of us will be the prospect, one of us will be the downline, and one of us will be the My 5 upline. And that way we can also maybe show them the right order, Erin, as we keep telling people that we don't want to put our prospects on a pedestal. Hence, we always want to introduce the prospect first to the My 5 and then the last to introduce the My 5 to the prospect in order to leave the strength on our side.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let me know which part you want me to play.
You go ahead. Whatever you want to. Well, you have Ronan's edification.
So I'm the prospect.
No, I'll be the prospect.
You're the prospect.
I'll be the prospect. Steph is the partner, and you're the upline because she has your edification.
Okay, but I don't have Steph's beautiful edification. Steph, do you want to copy paste it into the chat here, or give it to me on WhatsApp?
I can do. It's probably easier.
Actually, send it to me on my WhatsApp. It's easier.
It's on my computer, so it's actually easier if I put it in the chat.
In the chat. Good, so everybody can see and copy paste it from there.
There you go.
But if you could later send it to my WhatsApp, that would be great.
Sure. Okay, so do you want me to be the partner then?
Yeah, you be the partner because you have Ronan's My 5. So I'll be the prospect, and Ronan will be the upline.
All right. Okay.
Great.
All right. So welcome everybody. I'm super excited to share this space on this call with you today. First of all, thank you both so much for taking your time out of your day. I'm very excited to introduce you to each other. So Ronan, Erin is a good friend of mine. We worked together in a previous industry. She's got an interest in business. She's always been interested in business. And I really wanted to share what we have in our hands with this opportunity with you. She's sharp, she's keen, she works hard, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to her today. Erin, my business partner, Ronan, was, he actually is a leader in our company. He supports an organization of thousands of people. He was born in Melbourne, Australia, but he moved to Israel as a young child with his family. He's a sought-after public speaker, coach, and mentor to thousands of people around the globe. And he's recognized as a leader in our company, a lifestyle director 3, is the pioneer of and founder of the Australia-New Zealand market. And he has had 2 life-changing experiences in opening new countries for network marketing companies. He's a sought-after public speaker and businessman. I work very closely with him, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to my business partner and friend, Ronan Trifon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect edification. We can go home now.
Oh, you're funny. That was amazing, Steph. Thank you. Yeah, that was like to the T.
You're welcome.
Everybody's so quiet. Not us, but everybody on the call there's like so quiet. Usually that chat's like going crazy.
Maybe they're busy writing their own edifications in order to send it to their My5s to get fined and tightened. And yeah, I'm hoping that's what everybody's doing now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, we have Carmel wants to play along as a prospect.
So why don't I give my chair to Carmel and whoever else wants to come and do some practicing. Guys, that's what we're here for, to practice. What do you say, Erin? We'll give some other people the chance?
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah,
Thank you for raising me. It's always been a pleasure, although I didn't add much today. But truly brilliant training. Thank you so much. And such an important topic. Before I will skip off, I'll just tell everybody, remember the concept is simple. We never want our prospect to have a lower level of desire to do this business than us, which means the stronger we edify, the stronger the prospects understands that we are not here to chase him, we are here to present him with a great platform, but it's up to him to convince us that he's a worthwhile person to invest 5 years of work with, because he's going to do what it takes to actually make it profitable for us to work with them. So because of that, the importance of edification, when you edify your upline and then he takes the call and edifies you in front of the prospect, it is pretty much 50% lock. So that's all I had to add.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Ronan. And I know we have definitely done a lot of three-way calls and edification over the years. Anil, can you bring Carmel on as a panelist? Steph, don't take off because I'm going to utilize you again. And
Carmel, you should be able to speak. Go ahead.
yeah, I might have to unmute her.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Awesome. Thanks for raising your hand and being the a soldier of volunteering. I definitely want you. Actually, I know you wanted to be the prospect, but I'm actually going to get you to be the partner, the Opulence partner. And Steph Wise is going to be the upline coach, and I'm going to be the prospect. So I would love for you. I want to see how you do your edification, doing the introduction to me as the prospect, obviously, just to show people how simple it is. It's
okay.
I think people tend to overcomplicate it or put their mindset and psychology thinking, oh my God, I can't do this, but really it's not that hard.
Okay.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. And you have obviously Steph's edification?
Yes, I do.
Okay, perfect.
Let me just find it here. I screenshot it. So I'm edifying Steph, and Erin is my prospect. So, hey, Erin, how are you? I wanted to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Steph Wise. She is a single mom and saw the potential to create a life of financial freedom for her and her 8-year-old son, Levi. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, can't read this on either side. Oh, and her family, sorry. Let's just wing it here. And her son Levi and her family 7 years ago. She has been an entrepreneur since the age of 19 years old and is a dynamic leader who is experiencing mentoring over 100 people in a franchise environment in her previous career. She is passionate in developing people to live the highest potential and has a dream of being a motivational speaker to impact as many lives as possible. She was recently recognized in Business for Home as a rising star in the industry, and today she supports a team of over 350 people in 25 countries around the world. Steph is a great friend of mine, and I'd love to introduce you to her, Erin.
Awesome. So that's fantastic. But what I would have done is, again, what Ronan just said is you should have introduced me to Steph first, and then shared Steph's edification to me, so that it gives power. You understand what I'm saying? We're saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't have your edification, Erin, so that's why.
Remember, I don't have an edification right now. I'm just a prospect. So you're just going by who I am, how long we've known each other. You know, just it's the like and trust, right?
Okay.
Remember, I'm not the leader right now. But yeah, otherwise, do you want to try it again?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And by the way, happy birthday. I didn't know your birthday was today.
Thank you very much.
Everybody's saying happy birthday in the comments.
Erin?
Yes?
Can I just add something about the importance of introducing your prospect to the partner, like to your upline?
Yep.
I know you've said it, you talked about this a little bit earlier, but it really is important to give, like, it's helpful information in this process to give your upline support some context of who this individual is, like if they're a go-getter, if they're business-minded, you know, what they're looking for in life, like based on what you know of the prospect and what they're looking to get out of either the products or opportunity, because the upline's job on the three-way call is to get them to a result. And if they have, the more information they have of who this person is, it's really helpful to sort of steer the conversation to, you know, ask certain questions to pull out, you know, out of the prospect what they really want to get out of the opportunity, right? So I just wanted to reiterate that the importance of bridging the gap for the upline to really have a proper sense and understanding of who the individual is. That's all.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Steph. And also when the Opulence partner has finished doing the edification of the upline leader, whoever that may be on the call with the person, it's again bridging it. I'm the Opulence partner, bringing Carmel to the call in front of Steph. I'm going to come back and I'm going to say to staff, yes, Carmel is here. She's very excited about the product. She cannot wait to get on the product. Right now she's currently working, or whatever the case may be. If the person even in the conversation of the like and trust and has mentioned that they're looking for another income stream, you can tie in and merge the conversation, and then you literally hit mute. And then you let that person take over, right? The upline coach take over the three-way call. It's very, very important. Oh, thanks for putting my edification in there, Anil. And also another important thing: stay with lots of energy. You have to be energy now, not hypey. You don't want to be hypey on the call. You don't want to portray that type of energy. You want to have just lots of great energy, smile on your face, excited, because whatever you do is going to duplicate, right? And we've heard that saying multiple times in our industry. So is there anybody else? I know we're getting to the top of the hour. This is going to be a little shorter training today, but is there anybody else that has maybe written out their edification and they have the courage to get on the call and to verbally share their edification to everybody? Because it's very important to know how to write an edification and stretch yourself and realize that you have an edification. A lot of people think that they don't, like I said earlier in the training, that they think that they don't have edification. Edification is truly just simply your story. It's just in bullet point form. You're just not sitting there standing for 5 minutes speaking about it. So. Oh,
Erin, I've unmuted Tammy Whitner.
Awesome.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Anil, come on, it's Whitmer, not N. Please.
Oh, my apologies, Whitmer.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna try this.
Absolutely, go for it, girl. Thanks for
I've been in the industry since 2014. but had come from a background of door-to-door sales, telemarketing, and other businesses beyond measure. I'm a survivor of many abusive conditions and injuries. I started with clear back in 2015 with Global Wealth Trade, then happily transitioned to Opulence Global as a lifestyle advisor. I have the honor of being one of the premier testimonials that introduces Found in a Life to countries around the world. We're currently in over 200 countries and looking forward to changing lives around the world with this amazing product.
Awesome. Well, I will tell you that takes a lot of courage to write it and to come on a corporate call and verbally speak your story. Your edification really pertains to the product edification. So some of us are looking for a phenomenal edification or a phenomenal story about a success story, a testimonial about our product. You're the type of person that we would be calling for. Only thing I would do is your when you speak about being on the premiere of the video of the 2-minute video that the corporate did for the FOL, you didn't quite explain what your results were, your benefits of that Fountain of Life. So I would just get a little bit of detail. You don't have to go into major detail, but just bullet point it. Do you understand what I'm saying, Tammy?
For inflammation.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't quite tell you, like, how did you get results from Fountain of Life? Was that arthritis, whatever the ailment is, right? Yeah.
Well, when you consider that I suffer from multiple sclerosis, degenerative disc disease, and the arthritis from broken bones complements my ass.
So that's exactly what you need to add into your edification. But otherwise, everything else is great for product testimonial edification. Absolutely.
Thank you, Erin.
You're very welcome. Thank you for joining. Was there anybody else that had any raised hands? I don't think so.
No, I don't see anyone, Erin. Hang on. There's someone that just with a Galaxy S9. I just want to find out who that is because I don't see their name. So let me just hang on a second.
Can't remember. I know who. I think.
Ifra. Okay.
Yeah.
1 second, Ifra. I just got to get to you. Okay, Ifra, go ahead. You're unmuted.
You have to hit the unmute button. I have to do it from your end.
No. Go ahead, Ifra. You should be able to speak.
Hi, good morning. Sorry, I was on mute.
Not a problem. We can hear you loud and clear.
Awesome, awesome. Just wanted to say thank you to all of you, Erin, Ronan, Steph, and of course Anil, for doing this call. I think edification, it's so important. I myself is just starting to practice that. So I'm just gonna quickly share mine, the one that I usually give it to whoever is hosting our weekly tours in Ottawa here. And for me, it's just I talk a little bit about my work as an activist to when I'm sending it to other events that I'm speaking at. But for the purpose of our tour, I use a really short one. So I'm just going to read it out here. So I just say here, Ifra has officially launched her Opulence business in April of 2018, and she wasted no time. So far, she has a powerful team. Well, the one I'm looking at, it was 35, but now I'm at 37 across Canada, the US, the UK, Sweden, and most recently in Africa. With her energy, enthusiasm, and dedication, she has her eyes set on becoming one of the top leaders in our company. And that's it. I leave it there.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Awesome. Thank you. Did you want to do a role play while we have you? Go for it. it's great. It's great for others to watch how it. I mean, it's practice. Practice makes perfect, right? So, if you would like to. If
Yeah,
not,
absolutely. Absolutely. I would love to.
perfect. Okay, why don't you use Carmel, because I see Carmel still on. You can utilize Carmel as the prospect, and definitely maybe Anil, maybe you can share. Do you have your edification handy? Utilize you as an upline.
I have to go find it. I don't have it handy, like the copy and paste, you mean?
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
have it
no.
handy. Okay.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's. I know we've heard Stepwise's edification already, but we can utilize it again. It's great just for everybody to listen. Use yours, Erin. Okay. Yeah. Mine is actually written in the comments there, Ifra. If you want to,
Awesome.
I can be the upline coach, and then you can utilize Carmel as a prospect.
Perfect.
Go for it.
Hi, Carmel. Thank you so much for joining this meeting. I'm so excited to introduce you to our amazing LD2 Erin Spreen. Erin Spreen has 22 years experience in network marketing and direct sales. Been with Opulence Global since 2015. Lifestyle Director 1 in her first 5 days. Recipient of the Opulence Rising Star Award in 2015. She is recently a Lifestyle Director 2 of Opulence Global. She earned a free 5-day cruise as LD2, international trainer for Opulence Global. She is appointed to the advisory board with CEO and SVP for the class of 2017 to present. She has earned Elite Leadership 2016 award with Opulence, formerly called GWT. She earned an Opulence Leadership Award in the first of Opulence on the Cruise. She is the founder of Team Hope. Her business is in 60 countries around the world. Built her business full-time with her husband Darcy while raising 2 active girls. Her background is in retail management in both the fashion and floral industry. She is a business coach and a great friend of mine. So without further ado, I'd like to call Erin to the call. But before I do that, Erin, I just want to tell you a little bit about amazing Carmel, who is just joined our business. She's excited to get started on the right track, build her own Opulence empire, and now she wanted to connect with one of the top leaders, and that's why I bring you on the call.
Awesome. The only thing that I would suggest to change is I know we're always so used to always introducing our psychology. We always want to introduce our upline. We want to introduce our prospect to the upline first to make them feel welcomed, and then do the edification of the upline, because it when you hand the call back over, it keeps us in power of the call, and it's an easier bridge and merging to let the Erin screen or the upline partner to take over the call and answer all the questions that prospect may have, whether it's business questions and also the upline leader needs to do their own very simple, short 2-3 minute like and trust with that prospect. So hopefully that understands, but you have great energy. Absolutely. Awesome energy. And I would have maybe added a little bit more about Carmel, right? Maybe does she have any network marketing industry background, or what does she do in her career? Does she have a family, or or where's she from? Mainly where, like that is the key. Because as an upline, I've been on a lot of calls where people have edified people, and Steph lives in Ottawa, or Carmel lives in Edmonton. That automatically tells me that they're going to be building in those markets right away. But awesome energy. Thank you so much, dear. I think that's about it. I don't see any more hands going up. I think that's plenty of training for the day. I really want to thank everyone for an incredible call today. I really appreciate all your kind comments. It's not just about me. It's about me developing skills I always bring all my people to a three-way call. For some odd reason, if a person goes and launches their online shop immediately, because that has happened, I immediately book within probably 12 hours a three-way call with one of the ultimate MiFi leaders immediately, so that they see and understand the type of people they're going to be working with to build their empire in Opulence Global. So definitely thank you so much, Anil, for hosting today. I know you have some announcements to share, and I want to thank all of you guys. Have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the opulence lifestyle that we're developing. And really, honestly, guys, this is the very beginning of our company, and it's so incredible to see what's happening already in this short month of going into our second year of opulence. So thank you so much, and I'll hand the call back over to you, Anil.
Thank you, Ms. Erin Spreen. I just wanted to, I didn't get a chance to comment on edification. I just wanted to add one thing to everyone when edification is very, very important. Remember, whoever you're working with, you want to make sure that your prospect really, really listens very intently to what they have to say and respects them, because the information is life-changing. You know, what we're up to changes lives. So you want to be very careful not to introduce your upline leader as by their first name. You want to always refer to them as Miss or Mr., because then the hearing or the listening is different, and it lands powerfully with the prospect. So keep that in mind, folks. I noticed everyone introduced Erin as Erin, or Ronan as Ronan, or Kamel as Carm. It's Miss or Mr. It's just a little thing to keep in mind. Let us say, hey, look at, if you're friends of Steph, please call me Anil. Let us say that to the prospect, but you always introduce us as Mr. I mean, it doesn't mean we're anything special. When we're in Mexico hanging out and having drinks, you can call us Anil or Erin or whatever. But when it comes to introducing us to the prospect, we want to make sure the message lands powerfully, so their listening needs to be very tuned in. So I just wanted to add that, Erin. But great training. I love edification. It's one of the most powerful tools we have in our toolbox. I like Ronan nicely says, you do a great job edifying. Most of the work is done, because the edification just is very powerful. So just a few announcements, everyone. Before we complete, again, I want to thank Miss Erin Spreen for taking time out of her schedule to do the training today. Absolutely powerful. Danny would be very proud when she listens to this recording. Just keep in mind, so grab a pen and paper. Always remember, we're all leaders on this call, is make sure that all of you are in the important Facebook groups. So Opulence Family, the Fountain of Life, the Fairy Flawless, the fashion groups, because all the major announcements and stuff are made in the Facebook groups. You want to make sure you and your team are in those groups, so add them so we can approve them. Remember, with Opulence Family, only members are added in there, so you just can't put prospects in Opulence Family. So just make a note with that. As you add people, there must be at least a retailer, lifestyle promoter, lifestyle advisor to be in the Opulence Family group. Up and coming, in your calendar, you want to make sure in your phone calendar or any calendar you're using, and help your team with this as well, to put the Monday night product crossfire call with our scientific advisory team about the products, where people can actually listen to the scientific team ask questions. I've put prospects on this call, and they've actually become customers of Fountain of Life or Fairy Flawless, or even bought fashion. So you want to make sure you utilize the Monday night calls at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not on the company emails to receive these notifications, please log into your back office on the profile, and you can select receiving emails from the company of all up and coming announcements. Tuesday night, we have our Prosperity Crossfire. That's usually hosted by a leader to cover business training, like how your website works, maybe any questions about the comp plan, how commissions are paid out, how to build a team, how to network, how to work a business card. We cover a multitude of topics on the Tuesday night calls surrounding your business. So you definitely want to be on that call with your brand new team members, or anyone on your team you feel needs to catch up or needs a refresher, definitely get them on.
And now,
Because yes, Erin?
sorry, I know this is actually a little bit of information regarding the prosperity call. It's going to be, I don't know if you've heard, but actually it was actually announced last night in Singapore at their boot camp, because we have the CEO there, and there was a Facebook Live. There is going to be a little bit of a change on the Tuesday night call. It's going to be called Achievers Call, and it's going to be based around pin ranks, LD1s and above, and MGRS qualifiers and such. So that's coming shortly.
Okay.
Wanted to let you guys know, because it will throw a fire underneath your guys' bum to get to pin ranks and such. So it's a good change that's going to happen.
Awesome, fantastic. And again, it goes back to my point, why we need to be in the Facebook groups for these amazing announcements. So thank you, Erin, for mentioning that. So yeah, that's going to be modified. So pay attention and look out for that. There may be a Facebook Live done by our CEO or someone from our corporate team. Wednesday nights, we're in Toronto every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If anyone wants to get on a Zoom for that live tour, please give us advance notice, like myself or Mr. Rene Liao, so we can set one up if you have prospects that would like to get on our Wednesday night presentation. And of course, Erin or any of the leaders that are on the call, please post in the chat or say right now what you have going on in your market that's live on a weekly basis. If you want to announce that, please go ahead. And of course, Saturday, of usual, we have our event here at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And next week, we'll have another qualified trainer handling an amazing topic. And remember, our our anniversary events coming up March 22nd, 23rd. So that's fast approaching. So make sure all of you make necessary arrangements to be here in Toronto for that, and communicate with your My5 or your upline support for information around hotels or sharing a room or anything we could support you with. Maybe you need a pickup from the airport. Some of you have never been to Toronto before, so please communicate what we can assist you with, so we can definitely make sure your visit is pleasant and fun. You definitely want to be at this event, because our CEO, for those of you who have never had the experience of hanging out with him and our corporate team, they really roll out the red carpet when it comes to our events. There's lots of fun. It's what I call big picture experience. You really, 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 really expand your mind. And there's a saying, once the mind expands, it cannot go back to its original state. So when you come here and expand your mind, you're really going to really appreciate and value what you're in. So I highly recommend to be at this event. I know if I can speak on behalf of Erin and myself, we rarely miss these big events. We rarely do. Plus, we don't come alone. We usually have team members there, because we know when they go back into the marketplace where they live gets explosive. So definitely you want to build your business using these events. And a lot of great announcements are going to be made. I heard we're going to have some product rollouts. Excited points. If you check in your back office on the dashboard and then go to your performance summary, you can actually see what you're qualifying for, but there's lots of ways to qualify. There's a chart back there that'll show you what you can do with your business to qualify for points, and you're going to be able to use those points to auction, to bid at an auction for prizes. And I heard we're going to have some fairy marsh. I'm excited to get those stingray shoes. So I'm accruing my points. Lots of great stuff with that. And as well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, our testimonial video, we've been requested by our Senior Vice President, Ms. Anaz Human, to upload a Fairy Flawless or Fountain of Life testimonial video and hashtag it and share it on social media. There'll also be a giveaway to the person who has the most hits and the most people commenting and the most likes. So you definitely want to get that done. So again, it's posted in Opulence Global Family. What you have to do, if you can't find the banner, please reach out to your My5 and we will give it to you, the steps to create that video. And Sunday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have our regular global worldwide tour. And I'm going to be hosting that this Sunday. and someone's going to cover the benefits of being in Opulence Global. We're going to have some amazing testimonials. So you definitely want to pack that call on Sunday evening with prospects. So get your prospects on the Sunday night call. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, one beautiful thing about our business, it's actually global. So from the comfort of your home, you can build your business, because I know some of you in your certain marketplaces, you don't have, maybe your MiFi support doesn't live there. You don't have personal face-to-face access to them. Maybe you might be in a remote area, but you really want to have success in your business. You want to utilize these calls, and you want to utilize the Sunday night call, because you can actually get prospects on the call. And then give your upline support advance notice, like Erin nicely trained on today, that you will be calling them back with the prospect to help with enrollment. So always notify us in advance that you have prospects that are going to be on the call. Maybe we can say hello to the prospects before they get on the call, and then get on a call with them after to answer any questions and get them started, either as a customer or business partner. So remember to use the edification training immediately in your business, starting right away with pertaining to these calls and anything to do with building your business. So if Erin, if there's anything I didn't mention, if you want to mention it, I think I covered everything because I have a list here.
Yeah, I think you covered everything. There is a springtime ahead for daylight savings time.
That's
here
right.
in Canada. So make sure you guys adjust your clocks here in Canada, and for all our international partners, to make sure you understand that we're springing ahead an hour tonight. I do see Mammy, she's sharing to everybody in the chat here. Rwanda Market has a training every Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. Calgary time. So definitely contact Mammy if you have any prospects over there, that she will definitely take care of your prospects or partners. If you have partners over there as well, you can utilize her. I think I'm just looking for any of the other, if anybody else posted any other times for other markets. I know there's a lot of people getting together in a lot of personal homes, having little mini training sessions in some markets. I know in Alberta that they do that, in the Edmonton area.
Yeah, and I wanted to add to that, Erin, as well. We have the same thing going here in Toronto. And ladies and gentlemen, you want to definitely, based on Erin's edification training, let your upline support know about these intimate home meetings, because then we can call in and say a few words to everyone. And it could be a great way for everyone to meet us. Maybe we can be on a screen as well. So always include us in those little meetings, because we're here to assist you with your business. And it's a great way for you to introduce us to your groups.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And of course, we have lots of thank yous here, Anil and Erin, for awesome training, for all the other panelists that were on. I think that's it. I think that's all I can see. If there was anything else that you missed.
Okay, awesome. So thank you everyone for getting on. Again, thank you to Miss Erin Spreen, Lifestyle Director 2, for such a fantastic training, and all the participants and who did it with us from various markets. We will see you on our next call, which is tomorrow night with your prospects, Sunday. And we look forward to seeing you live and in person in Toronto. So safe travels to all of you and your team members. And let's make March a March to remember. And let's set the pace for the rest of 2019. So on behalf of the leadership team for Opulence Global and the family, my name is Anil Ramshrita. I'd like to thank everybody for getting on our Saturday training, and I want to wish all of you a fantastic weekend.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone.